Hello guys, welcome back to another episode of Walk with Raya. I haven't done one of these for a little while where I walk with you guys and just chat about a certain topic. I've been uploading a lot of exercise videos, like tutorial videos, just because I get a lot of people asking me, messaging me on my social media platforms, often being like, I just don't know how to do this exercise correctly. Can you please help me? And so I figured if I had some links that I could just send them from my own YouTube channel, just of me demoing an exercise and explaining how to do it, then they can literally just click on that, watch it, and hopefully be helped. So that's what I've been doing, and I've still got a fair few to upload, but I thought I might jump in and do just a little short walk with Raya. I'm actually going to stick to the 10-minute time frame. Usually I go over because I'm just so passionate about all the things I speak about, and I just can't help myself. So here's my promise to you that this one's going to be 10 minutes, all right? I'm counting. 10 minutes from now. Ready, set, go. So healthy relationships is something that you all would probably know by now. I am very, very passionate about. I literally think it helps with every single area of life. Like if your closest relationships to you are thriving and going well, usually it means all other areas of your health will go pretty well as well, and vice versa. If your relationships are struggling, then usually your other aspects of your health, your overall health, will suffer. That's why I really am passionate about holistic health, where you try and implement strategies and routine and healthy habits into all different areas of health, because then they all contribute to overall good health. So for example, if you're eating crappy but you're exercising a lot, you're probably then not going to be able to exercise very well because you need the food to fuel you. Same if you're mentally not doing too well, you probably could fall into the trap of, overeating or undereating, or just not prioritizing your physical health either, because your mental health is struggling. So I literally think they all work together so well. And one aspect of health is social health. And so I really like that. Obviously relationships comes under that. And that is probably one of my biggest passions right now. So I'm going to be speaking about it again. Just one simple topic. I'm going to speak about the importance of kindness and showing gratitude to the people that you love most. And I know that might sound really simple. Yeah, of course you should say thank you, please and thank you, and say some nice words to your loved ones. But I think it's such an easy concept that we almost underestimate just how great and powerful of a tool it can be, and we also can underutilize that tool a lot. It's very easy for us to show kindness and gratitude to people who are not in our close circle. For example, your spouse, your kids, your parents. It's so easy for us to show kindness to a stranger, and then our loved ones and our closest ones in our circle usually get the leftover of us. They don't really get our best. And even though that is a common theme in a lot of our lives, it shouldn't be. And I think that we can change it. I think that even though it's almost an automatic response is to for your spouse to end up getting your worst self, or your partner or your kids or your family members getting your worst self, but it doesn't actually need to be that way. So even though it may seem like the normal thing to do, it doesn't actually need to be that way. And I just have a couple of points that I want to discuss that I think we can all implement, different little strategies that I'm going to go through into our lifestyle and into our relationships, and I reckon we'll really see the good fruits come from it. So showing kindness, literally, I think that it's one of the best ways to really improve a relationship. And even if so I'm just going to put a little preface here. I'm not speaking about toxic or dangerous relationships. I'm not saying just be kind and it's going to get better. If your relationship is not safe, then get help. I just want to say that at the start of this video, just so you don't think that I'm going to be oh yeah, if someone's hurting you, just be nice to them and it will get better. No. Get out of that. Get out of there and get some help. Examples of actually showing kindness. I'm going to use examples of what sort of things I can do for my spouse, because that's who I live with. I live with my spouse, that's it. And he's amazing. I love him so much. But if you obviously relate it to your own situations, whoever you're live with or are close to. So ways that I can actually go out of my way to show him kindness. Things that maybe taking some things off his plate, maybe asking him today, what are some things that I can do for you to make your day easier? It could be what do you really feel for dinner one night this week, like I want to make you something special. So it could be like an act of service. It could be, you know, complimenting them on something that they've done at work or some sort of area that you've seen that they've improved in. Like it could be like a word of affirmation, like really complimenting them and just showing kindness in some way. There's so many ways we can be kind to others. And I feel like we can, as I said, do it so much more easier to people on the streets or our friends that we may just see every now and then forget to do it to the people that are closest to us. Showing kindness usually is something that I guess may not come as naturally because we can be very self-centered as humans. But I know for a fact that like I love when the people closest to me do kind things to me or say kind things to me. And so that's the posture of my heart that I then want to have for them. Like I want to be constantly thinking like, what is something kind that I can do for my loved one today? The other key word that I really wanted to discuss was gratitude. And I know that that word gets thrown around so much these days. Ooh, have a gratitude journal. Woo! But it actually is so important. I feel like even if you're a naturally positive person and a naturally thankful person, I still think that this world can like tear us down in a way where we can focus on negatives. You know, like you turn on the news and it's all negative stuff. Like we can easily have like a victim mentality where we're like, oh, today sucks. Like, why did all these things happen today? Like, whereas actually having a thankful attitude and being grateful, like it goes a long way. So it really helps obviously lift the atmosphere in a home. So if you're like showing gratitude to people in your home, it automatically lifts the mood. Like you can be I love the analogy of like a thermometer versus a thermostat. So I always want to try and be a thermostat where I'm setting the temperature. So instead of just being a thermometer where you just like match the temperature, you want to set the temperature. So you can set like a temperature of gratitude and thankfulness in your home. And I just think it really, really improves like everyone's mood. Usually, like even if you're thinking like, oh, but they don't deserve, you know, they don't deserve me to say nice, thankful things to them. But in reality, like it does help other people to then match your mood as well. Like if you're the thermostat, then other people will rise up to be in a similar frame of mind to you. So you really can be the change in your home. And just saying thank you for the simple things can really make a load of difference in the health of your relationships. For example, like with my husband, even if I feel like he hasn't done many chores that day, I can still be thankful for the little things that he has done. For example, like if he went and took the rubbish bin out, even though like I'd done so many things in that amount of time that he may have done that, I can still have an attitude of like, okay, thank you so much, babe, for doing that. And it's not like saying that, you know, oh, he deserves a medal for it at all, but it's just showing your thankfulness. And then they're actually more likely to it's a little bit of a marriage tip, they're more likely to actually do it more often than if you notice them helping. But that's just a little side tip. So I just think showing gratitude and showing kindness, if we keep that at the forefront of our mind, our relationships can thrive. So I hope you enjoyed this episode. Make sure that you do subscribe to my channel because I will be starting to do these again once a week. And I've got loads and loads of health and fitness and wellness and even like faith content here on my channel. So make sure you check it out.